Good morning. I am wondering if you ever spend time to actually celebrate your wins. And that's something that I think is really important because so often we work so hard for something. And then when we do it, people will congratulate you on it. And then you kind of downplay it. Well, at least I do, anyways. And I think that's something that's really important is like we always are celebrating other people's wins. Like I celebrate my daughter's wins all the time and I'm so excited for her, and like she downplays them when she'll be like, Mom, leave me alone. But I think that's something that we really need to get back to a little bit is being proud of ourselves and being proud of what we've been able to accomplish, and when we work really hard for something, actually like taking some time to celebrate what you've done and what you've accomplished. And I know yesterday I came on and I said that I had done something that I was scared of, and it was to speak at a conference and in front of adults, and I spoke for an hour and a half, and I was so nervous, and I did it, and I need to just take a little bit of time to be like, wow, I finally accomplished that. Like that's something that I worked really hard for, and I did it, and I got really great feedback from the people that were in my conference or that listened to my speech, and it was just so wonderful to actually do something that like I can celebrate. And I also like look back on the last few years, and when you look back on all of the things that you've accomplished, sometimes we just downplay them, and we really need to be more grateful to ourselves and celebrate ourselves. And that's something that I think so few of us ever do, is celebrate ourselves and just have so much gratitude for ourselves. Like we have gratitude for others, but do you actually ever take the time to be grateful for yourself, and in a modest way, right? Not in an egotistical, narcissistic way, but just in a modest way. Be like, wow, like I did a really good job, or I've really come a long way from where I was at this point in time. And I think that it's so important for us just to like recognize and be grateful for ourselves, because when we're not, then we can cycle down into depression or into anxiety, and we are looking from the outside in, when really we should be feeling from the inside out. And I know that even if it didn't go as well as I had hoped yesterday, I still would have been really proud of myself because I tried something that I was really scared of. And I think that I need to celebrate that, and I need and people need to, whenever they try something new, they need to celebrate, or something that they're scared of, they need to celebrate their wins, how big or how little that is. So maybe you have fitness goals and you got up and you went for a walk this morning. Well, celebrate that. Like that's amazing. Give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a high five. You like stepped out of that comfort zone of what your patterns are, and you made that first step in towards creating a better life for yourself. And anybody who's starting something new, like when like, I don't think we give ourselves enough pats on the back for the good things that we do every single day. If you struggle with cleaning your house and you cleaned one of the rooms, or you even cleaned out a drawer, like that's a huge win, especially if you're a hoarder, right? That's not my problem. I'm super OCD, so I like have to celebrate myself a little bit when I'm okay with leaving a few things out and laying around, because otherwise it starts the clutter gives me anxiety. And so I sometimes work really hard on being like, it's okay that stuff's left there. And especially in my daughter's room, like she brought home all of her school stuff and we haven't had time to go through it and to decide what she's keeping and what we're throwing out. And it's in a pile in the corner of her room, and I'm like, but I'm like, okay, just take a step back. We will do it when I'm done work and we have more time in the summer. And that's a huge thing for me, because normally I'd be like, nope, let's file this, let's put it in the box, let's put it in our memory box, let's do this. And I just need to take a step back and be like, okay, let's find some joy in today and go out and spend time at the lake and spend time in the garden, and not worry about those things that I can do later when they're not when I'm not wasting time on things that I feel joyful with. So being able to just leave something sometimes is a huge win for someone like me who wants to just get it done and on to the next thing and get it done and on to the next and have everything organized and orderly. And I would rather like work and work and work and then forget to spend time doing joyful things. And really, I think sometimes some of us who are OCD and who are workaholics, we forget to spend time just doing things that we enjoy and empowering our lives through joy. And so whatever it is that you've done in the last day or two or something that even if it's just something little like cleaning out a drawer that you've been avoiding for a while, or getting the lawn mowed and the garden cleaned up, like give yourself a pat on the back and celebrate your small wins.